What is up, my dudes and that one girl is ready for another day, another adventure. Happy Friday the 13th, all, no matter when you're watching this. This is Bikes, Beards, and Brews. Let's kick that intro. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Before we kick this one off, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification. New videos are coming weekly. You ring that bell, you know when they drop. Let's get the other stuff out of the way. Want to save 10% on a Cardo communicator or save some money on some Beyond Riders gear or Kemimoto gear? Then you should definitely check my referral links down below. Want to support me and all my do-gooderness like these cool guys here? Bam! Then you should become part of the Brew Crew and join the coffee page down below. Want to know why I'm asking you for money? Well, next to those 10,000 Amazon affiliate links that also go to a good cause is a link explaining what I do with your money. Get it, got it, cool, let's move on. Alright guys, so we are leaving Cherokee, North Carolina right now. We just said goodbye to Blue Bike and Doyle and her three wheels, and we are heading off to our next destination. It is Friday the 13th, and yeah, I can't wait to get to my destination. First and foremost though, we are going to be stopping over at Falcon Fury Harley for a couple reasons. A, because, well, we're going back to the Jason Lives camp from Friday the 13th, and we can't get in there till 4 p.m. It's still mad early. It's 8:30. So we're going to go over there and hang out for a little bit at Falcon Fury. We're going to stop. We're going to get some groceries because we're going to be there for a few days. And then we're going to head over to the camp. So join me as we do that. Check those mountains out. That just looks awesome. Like all the clouds and the fog coming off them. That is just such a crazy look. I absolutely love that. I know I've said this a million times during these videos, but I love this area. It's just a fun, nice area to ride, and there's just some awesome scenery down here. But yeah, it's stuff like this that just makes it absolutely stunning to be down in this area. I'm looking at the roads right now, and it's like, oh, they're kind of wet. I don't know if I'm rolling into rain or not. During this weekend that I'm riding, there actually has been a pretty massive hurricane that's coming through this area. Every time I've checked my weather app, it is completely changed. So I have no idea what I'm getting into. For a little while, this entire weekend was just supposed to be rain and like torrential downpours. I should have been in rain and torrential downpours right here, right now. So I'm getting really lucky. When I woke up this morning, I checked the weather again, and it said rain, but then I went by the hour by hour, and there was nothing there. There was a few that was like 25%, 20%, so really low. And then all sun going forward. So I'm hoping that is where it stays, because come Monday, I gotta do a 1K home, and I would prefer to do that a little bit more dry. I don't mind some rain at the camp. It actually kind of adds to the ambiance, especially when you're watching like Friday the 13th, where Friday the 13th was filmed. One year when I was down there, we were watching it on the lake. And when it started raining in the movie, after Jason came back to life and all that stuff, it started downpouring on us as well. You could not have timed it any better, but it definitely kind of put a damper on that movie that night. Nonetheless, hopefully I get to my destination today dry. We'll see how that goes though. Fingers crossed. Well, it's been about 20 minutes since I checked in last. That's where I'm heading, and I don't like the looks of that at all. Oh man. Hopefully I get steered away from that, because that's not going to be fun. It's not going to be fun at all. All right. Oh, look, big turn, big turn. Please turn away. Turn away from the storm. All right. Fingers crossed. Let's see how this turns out. I've been like on the cusp of riding in the rain. It's almost been like split evenly down the middle here, and I'm actually getting some raindrops on my visor right now. everything to the right has been like dark and gray, and then everything to the left is like sun and blue skies peeking out. And for the most part, I have literally just been sitting on that line of the two, and every now and then I creep more towards the dark side and start getting rained on. And apparently there is a whole bunch of accident going on up there. Like, what the hell, man? All right, detour it is, I guess. Let's get around this. I mean, in one way, I'm kind of cool with this detour. This looks cool, although I'm starting to get rained on. And another way, I don't know, man. I feel like a narrow lane road where the pavement is about to end in the middle of nowhere. This is how you lose kidneys and stuff. So, I guess this might be a found footage video. I seem to have a lot of those. I seem to get into situations that things may end as found footage. But yeah, pavement's gone, road's gone, the direction I'm supposed to be going in is gone. Oh, this is good thing we're not in like West Virginia. I don't quite feel the Deliverance vibes just yet, but maybe a little bit of wrong turns, so we'll see how that turns out. Yeah, I don't know. I'd say I'm starting to lose the battle with the rain. I'm gonna have to pull over soon and stash the GoPros, because this doesn't seem to be giving up. It's been going for a little bit now. I guess my only decision now is, do I also want to put on rain gear or not? Decisions. All right, I'll talk to you when it's not raining. All right, listen. Oh, hey, welcome back. So yeah, I got hit with a whole bunch of rain. I ended up pulling over on the side of the road, taking off the cameras, throwing on the rain gear. While I was throwing on the rain gear, it started to open up even more. And I did a whole bunch of that for a while. I got to Falcon Fury, took off all the rain gear, all that fun stuff, and I was going to hang out there for a little while, like maybe an hour or two, because I mean, at the end of the day, it's a Harley dealership. Harley dealerships, when you're on a Harley, they're good for like when you need to stop real quick and hang out, and like, you know, when you're here, your family, but it's not the Olive Garden, all that good stuff. I was literally the only person in there who didn't work there, and immediately had a sales girl like run up on me right when I parked. She was nice enough, but you could tell she was really trying to make a sale. And I'm like, look, I'm like over 1,000 miles away from my home, and I love my bike. I'm not buying one of yours today. Calm down, go away, all that stuff. So I basically ducked out a whole lot earlier than anticipated. I then went over to Walmart, got my groceries. There's a case of Liquid Death, bungee cord to the back of my luggage, so it might be there when I get to the camp, it might not. I don't, fingers crossed. We're doing a lot of that, just crossing fingers and praying. But yeah, we shall see. So next stop, Camp Daniel Morgan, which is where Jason Lives was filmed, and I don't know, I guess I'm just going to hang out at the locked gate for 2 hours and wait. All right, guys, we're getting close now. I know it's like right after this turn, so I want to get this on camera. I've done this before. Again, this is like a 30-year-old movie. I'm not doing this for like massive amounts of clicks and all that. I do this because I really like coming here. I've made friends coming here, and this is one of my favorite horror movies, so I just enjoy this process, and I'm sharing it with you. That's really it. All right, we are at Camp Daniel Morgan. This is where the movie was filmed. I'll get back to you when this is open. Oh, we're not racing? We're not racing? All right, guys, let's do this. We are taking the road into Camp Daniel Morgan, or, you know, Camp Forest Green, or Camp Crystal Lake. You know the way. is always so fun to do. I absolutely love this. In the movie, this wasn't paid. Like, this is something they did later on. And I clearly forgot about it after that. Probably why he's in the left lane. So let's follow the professionals. For a second, I thought he was like pulling to the left so I could just like pass him, but no. Oh, they better have the they better have the Camp Crystal Lake sign up when we're coming in. That's when you know you're truly here. I'm like leading a procession right now. That's why I gotta park up front, so I just be the first in. It'd actually be kind of cool if this car wasn't here, so I just had a nice clean shot, but it's all good. All of it, totally good. I'm here for it. And here we are for the weekend, Camp Crystal Lake. There it is. Oh yeah, let's do it.
Alright guys, we're at Crystal Lake. We're in our cabin. Obviously this is my bed. Yeah, I'm a child. Yeah, so we got a full house today. There's about 50 or 60 people here. It is a great turnout. So I'm not the only weirdo who's doing this, you know, coming down, seeing a movie that's like 30 years old and all that. Should be a really good time. The guy who played Court in the Jason Lives movie is actually going to be here tomorrow. So we're going to meet him, get some autographs, hang out, talk, all that stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. But also let's go look around the camp. I know I've showed you this before, but let's go look again. Guys, so in Jason Lives, there's a part where there's paintballers, there's killers and all this stuff. Like Jason shows up, he's killing paintballers. That location has never been discovered. I think I might have found it today. I can't confirm it. It's something that's going to have to be like confirmed later on. But if you look behind me, the ground is slightly slanted. It's going towards water. There's a little bit of an island back there. The trees behind me are all in nice, neat rows. Obviously, there's a lot of scrub and stuff in here, and that's 37 years worth of growth. But the main trees are nice and rowed up. So I think there's a really good chance that this is where it was. There's actually a scene where Jason's kind of walking and you catch just a little bit of water like that and just a little bit of island in the background. So hopefully by next year I can confirm or deny, but I'm pretty sure this is where all the paintball scene stuff was shot. Now, as for the smiley face on the tree, we talked to some rangers here and they told us that the smiley face would not grow up. It would actually be exactly where it was when it was carved, and the tree would end up kind of healing itself over time. So that smiley face is gone. 37 years of growth, it's gone. No one's ever going to find that, even if the tree still exists.
Filmed here. So the Vampire Diaries, a ton of it was filmed here. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Dr. Sleep was heavily featured on this, like on the corner there. Pretty much everything is filmed right there at the town square. Dukes of Hazzard, My Cousin Vinny, Sweet Home Alabama, Ant-Man, The Wasp, Fear Street, Walking Dead, In the Heat of the Night. So yeah, very historic town. This is like mini Hollywood. Just endless movies. I think we looked it up on the way here. Over like 150 movies have been filmed here. But for Jason Lives, so this is the exterior of the police station. So you don't see it much in the movie, but right after the opening credits, the graveyard. So Tommy kind of flees in his truck. It's raining, and he pulls up right here in his Ford truck, gets out, hops out right here, runs up these very steps. You can see these lanterns as clear as day, and right there it says Forest Green County Sheriff's Department right up here, and then right here where the placard is, where the library is, there's like a light up sheriff sign, and he runs in there, and then the only other time we really see it is after Megan breaks Tommy out of jail. They lock Rick in the cell, and they come out here, and Megan's red, what kind of car is it? Camaro. Yeah, Camaro is parked right here. She gets her hide key, and then they have the whole little argument. Tommy doesn't want her to go with her, and she says, "Get in." She gets to the passenger seat. Tommy gets in. They skid the tires, and it's a great crane shot. So you can see this beautiful building here in Covington pretty much in every movie. It's featured so much in so many films. And Jason Lives is no different. They do a big crane shot. You see this, it's raining, and her car skids around this corner right here.
Yeah, so you saw, we're in the place where a ton of movies have been filmed. When I say we, I have these mofos with me. Darren up front is actually taking us to a place where there's a bunch of different movie props and stuff, so let's check that. You can literally just hang out on beds here and watch stuff that was filmed here. That is pretty awesome. Apparently Covington's nickname is Little Hollywood because of all the movies and TV shows that are filmed here. Makes sense. There's a lot. I'm impressed. This is really cool. A lot of stuff I didn't expect to find. I know this was supposed to be a Friday the 13th video, but damn, they're coming in hot over here. It's not even all the stuff that was filmed here. They definitely need many more rows of this, but this is really cool. It's quite a surprise, actually. I'm digging that.
Met the girl yet? Tommy's like, she's gonna bring her down to set, right? But this is just pictures. This is like God's honest truth. All of a sudden, the door opens up. She walks in. I'm like, oh fuck, it's Darcy. Now, I went to junior high with her. Now, look, so she's a year and a half older than me. I knew her like she was the hottest girl in town. She didn't know what the fuck I was because she was dating guys that had cars and shit. She had no clue what I was. All of a sudden, I went from like cocky court to intimidated Tom. So she gets to know what happens. The attitude, she's all like, okay, all right. Like, so she jumps on top of me. Tommy's got this camera. Like, there's no room. It's like, figure an RV. You know, I mean, you're crammed in the back. The bed takes up most of the space, and they've got this whole big camera. They don't have digital shit. Crammed on it. He's like, Tom, I can see your boxers. I can see the boxers. And she just smiles. I'm like, fuck you. Bring a jock strap in. So now all of a sudden I got Darcy on top of me, which is already intimidating enough. And I got to like, I have to be like, you know, her guy. Like I can't be like insecure. So I'm just sitting there looking down, going like, and she's like, she goes like, make me uncomfortable. And I'm like, no, not even a little bit. So she just anyway. So I had to put this jock strap on, and that's already freaking uncomfortable because if you've ever worn one of those, if somebody's jumping on top of you back and forth, it tends to right. So she's going over. If you notice, it's not like we're actually screwing. She's kind of dancing, what she likes to like said. But after the fact, she will say this isn't true. But the bottom line, she was wearing like that tube toppy kind of like thing that she was wearing. She was jumping around, and at the end she was kind of making fun. So I just because they have a thing called dailies back then. You'd shoot the film, they'd do it, then 2 days later the film would come back, the doctor could look at it and see what he was, they'd send it out, you know, go to get developed. So what happened was, for dailies, I think she was telling us, I grabbed her top, and pulled it down, I think, for dailies, so there it was. So her rack is somewhere.
Alright guys, so that wraps up another successful year at camp. I'm gonna get some sleep. It's late as hell. I gotta get up bright and early so I can make the ride back home. It's an 1,100 mile trip. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Hope you saw some cool stuff. But until next time, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification, share this video with friends, share it with family, share it with that one dude you know who's like, oh, I love watching people make videos about 37-year-old movies. Loves this stuff, trust me. I'll see you all on the flip side.